So we are in the middle of the story, and I believe we are in chapter 6. And next week we will be in chapter 7. So we are going to be talking a little bit about two books in the Bible. The book of, you guys read it up there? The book of what? Numbers, and the book of Deuteronomy. Oh, I'm proud of you guys. Deuteronomy, you knew that word. Good job. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about two books today. And in order to talk about these two books, we're going to talk a little bit about a thing called leadership. What does it mean to be a leader? You guys know? Be helpful. Okay, yeah, that's good. What else? To be good. Okay. So if you're a leader, what are you doing? Yep. You're leading a group, right? You're leading a group of people. That's right. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about leadership, but in order to understand leadership, we are going to go driving, okay? All right, so I need two volunteers. I need a good driver and a bad driver. Who wants to be the good driver? I don't know who went up first, so I'm just going to pick one. Paige, you be my good driver. Who wants to be the bad driver? Riley, come on up here. Okay, Riley's going to be our bad driver. Paige, you're going to be our good driver. Okay, but now I need some passengers. I need 3 passengers. So somebody who has not come up yet to help with songs. So you come on up, and let's see, Isaiah and Garrett. Okay, so I'm going to have some more passengers in just a minute. Okay, so you guys will have a chance. Okay, all right. Oh wait, I picked. No, that's right. I'm good. Okay. So, who's my good driver? Okay, Paige. Here's your steering wheel. You sit down. Bad driver, stand over here. And passengers, sit down. Okay. So, I'm going to give you some instructions. Okay. And so you know how when you're driving in a car, okay, and whenever you go forward. What does your body automatically do when you go forward? Well, what does your body do, though, when somebody presses that accelerator, the gas? Your body goes, right this, right? Okay, so what about when somebody presses the brake? You go like this, right? Okay, and then whenever somebody turns right, where do you tend to lean? You lean left, right? So if you turn right, then that means everybody else leans left. Are you guys listening here? Okay, so if you turn right, you lean left, everybody in the car, okay? But if you turn right, then which way? You lean the other way, right? Or if you turn left, sorry. If you turn left, then you lean right. Okay, all right, that's clear as mud. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, are you ready? Isaiah, Garrett, are you guys ready in the back seat? Maybe? All right. You guys got to follow the instructions. That whenever I say go, then you go. When I say stop, you go like this. When I say turn right, you go lean left. When I say turn left, you lean right. Everybody got it? Okay. Ready? Go. Turn right. Now turn left. Turn left. Turn left again. Turn right. Stop. Okay. All right, you guys did pretty good. Okay. All right. So, you guys go have a seat. All right, we need 3 new passengers because now we have a bad driver. Okay. Okay. Come on up. Grace. Yes. You want to come too? You don't want to come? Okay, you don't want to come? Okay. All right, how about you 3? How about you 3 right here? You 3 right here. Come on up. Okay. Connor, come on. Yep. Yes. Okay. All right, you guys know the instructions, right? You guys know the instructions, right? Okay, so when you go, you lean back. When you stop, you go like this. When you turn right, you lean left. When you turn left, you lean right. Okay? Are you guys ready? Okay. You ready? You ready? You all ready? Okay. All right, go. Stop. And go. Turn right. Lean left. And turn left. Oh, but Riley's getting out of control. Oh no, she's going too fast. Oh no, she ran into a car and we crashed. Can you guys act out a crash? You gotta crash. Like, oh, you're not staying in your seat. Like, get off. Like, jump off. Like, oh no, crash, crash, crash. Right? Okay, okay. All right. You're standing up now. I think you should be on the ground. Right? Should be on the ground. There you go. Yeah, lay on the ground. There you go. All right, big crash. Yes. Okay. All right. Good job, everybody. Okay, now you can go have a seat. Give them a hand. Okay, so whose fault was the crash? Riley, right? Huh? Oh, I told him to crash. It's my fault. Yes, that's right. Yeah. But who also has to suffer the consequences of a crash? The passengers, right? Yeah. Good job, Riley. You did a really good job crashing that car. I mean, that was just awesome. Just so good. Okay. I know in real life you would never crash a car, right? Like in real life, never happen. Never happen. Yes. But, so the point is, you guys, a driver is leading the car, right? Because the driver is determining where the car goes. Look up here. Look up here. The driver is determining where the car goes, and if the car crashes, the driver is responsible unless somebody runs into that car, right? It's not the driver's fault if somebody else runs into it, but if the driver crashes, they're responsible. Okay, and that's the same way it is with leadership. Whenever a leader chooses to lead in a bad way, in a bad direction, then everybody who's following him has to suffer, right? Or everybody that's following her. Okay. So, keep that in your minds. Does anybody know what these are? They're binoculars, right? And if you look through these things, oh my goodness, I can see Darcy back there and Angel. Boy, they're really close up. Okay. Yeah. So what can I use these things for? What can I use binoculars for? To what? To look, right? What else? Bird watching. That's a good idea. What else can I use it for? See stuff that's far away, right? Like if you're up in the mountains and you're on one mountain and you want to see onto another mountain, you can get a pair of these and you can see all the way over there. Yeah, what else, Garrett? You can look for danger with binoculars. That's a good idea. Yeah, what else? You can look for Pizza Hut. Yes! That is what I would use my binoculars for every day, for sure. Connor. Find a McDonald's. That's pretty good, too. All right, what about you, Isaiah? Were you going to say something? You can what? Look for small animals. Yeah, for sure. So there's something that somebody... Oh, were you going to say something? What were you going to say? You found an ambulance at Taco Bell? Are you saying something about an ambulance? You can spot an ambulance at Taco Bell. I guess Taco Bell is kind of a dangerous place to eat. So, maybe there'd be ambulances there. I don't know. At least it's dangerous for me. My stomach does not like Taco Bell. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things that you can use these for. There's something that people might use these for that's not very good. Can you guys think of something that's not very good to use them for? Spying. Yes, spying on people. Okay, so we're actually going to talk about some spies today. What does a spy do? Like, what is a spy's job? Yep. To spy on people, yes. What else? To work for the government's official what? They work for the government, yeah. They work for the government. So sometimes the government might send a spy over to another country or another place, gather information about that country, right? What else, Garrett? Looking at inappropriate stuff. Yeah, that's not good either. That's really bad. Yes. And so we're actually going to talk about the first kind that Ben was talking about. And so we're going to talk about some spies. Okay, we're going to talk about some spies. All right, but before we talk about spies, let's think about where we are in the story. So God made some promises to Abraham. I don't know if you guys can think of some promises that God made to Abraham. Can you think of some of those? You have some? You have one? Yes, that he would have more sons, more descendants than stars in the sky. He promised that Abraham was going to be a great nation. Yeah. Can you guys think of some other promises that God made to Abraham? You guys know some? Do you know one, Isaiah? That God would give him a lot. Yes. That God would give him land. That's right. There's only one more promise. Can you guys think of the last one? Yeah. That he would give us love. That's really close. And that's true. That's part of it, right? God promised that through Abraham, everybody would experience his love and be blessed. That's what God promised Abraham, okay? And so at the point in the story where we are, the Israelites had been slaves in Egypt. Did you have something else? Grace, did you have something else? What? What did she say? Okay. I'm not sure what you said. Okay. So right now we're in a place where all the Israelites, they had been slaves, bad things had happened to them, but God set them free with these incredible, powerful acts, okay, and now they're out in the wilderness, and it's time for them to go get their land, okay? It's time for them to go get their land, and they're going to send some spies over to that land to look at it, okay? All right, so I'm going to need somebody to help me out. I need a couple people who haven't helped me out. Is there anybody that has not helped me out yet? Like with songs or with driving? Do you guys want to help? I'll tell you what. Can I use both of you guys? Here, follow me. Okay. I want you to carry something for me. Okay. All right. Can you guys carry that? Okay. Now just carry it out there like it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Can you hold it up as high as you can hold it? There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you what that is in just a second, okay? But I need somebody to help me read the scouting report of the spies, okay? Okay, let's see. Isaiah, I want you to come up here and help me read the scouting report. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the scouting report. You can read it from right there. That's fine. Is it on? There we go. All right.
We entered the land you sent us to explore, and it is indeed a bountiful
land. A country. A bountiful country.
Bountiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey. There is the kind of fruit it produces.
Okay. These are grapes. So they go to spy out the land, and they come back carrying this giant bunch of grapes that takes 2 people to carry because the grapes are so huge. I know these are just balloons, okay? So don't eat these. But this is what it looked like when they came back. They came back from spying out the land, and they had these giant grapes. And they're like, it's amazing. It's an amazing place. But the report is not over. Here, keep reading. All right, here we go. Oop, nope. Oh, are you? Oh, okay, there we go.
The people living are powerful, and their towns are large and fortified. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. We can't go up against them. They are stronger than we are.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you guys can drop the grapes. All right. Thank you, everybody. Give them a hand. Okay, so the land is really good, right? It produces giant grapes and giant everything else. But what's the problem? Giants, right? Giants, like big, huge people, right? Way bigger than we are. And they said their towns are large and they're fortified. Does anybody know what fortified means? What does that mean, Garrett? They're what? They have more giants? Yeah. What else? It's heavily defended, right? They have walls. They have, armies. They have everything you need to defend a town, right? Were you going to say something? They were throwing cows. I bet the giants probably could throw a cow. Yeah. Those are some big old humans, right? Yeah. So they go and they spy out the land and they say, we can't go up against them. They are stronger than we are, right? Now there's two guys by the name of Joshua and Caleb, and they disagreed with all the other spies, okay? They said, we can because we have God on our side, right? We can because we have God on our side. But guess who all of Israel chose to listen to? Did they listen to Joshua and Caleb? No, they did not listen to Joshua and Caleb. Instead, they listened to all the other spies, and they started crying out to God, and they said, we can't do it. Why did you bring us out here to die? Okay, so how many of you have been on a trip with your parents? How many of you have been on a trip with your parents? You've been on a trip with your parents, okay. And have any of you ever with your brother or sister on the trip? How many people, okay? Have your parents ever said, if you don't stop fighting, I'm going to turn this car around? How many people said that? Okay, did any of your parents actually turn the car around? Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, it's happened, right? Okay, so God, he hears all the Israelites complaining and being angry and upset about it all, okay? And he basically says, we're going to turn this trip around, and you guys are going back out into the desert because you're not ready for the promised land, okay? Now, why did this happen? It's because their leaders led them in the wrong direction, right? The leaders should have led them to trust in God, but instead they led the people of Israel to not trust in God. And therefore, everybody had to suffer. They had to go back out into the wilderness for 40 years. How old are you guys? 9, 8. So like 4 times as long as you are alive, as you've been alive, right? 40 years they had to go back out into the desert and wander around until they were ready to go into the promised land. Yes. And that's what I wanted you guys to realize and think about, is that leadership matters. Okay, so Israel spent 40 years then out wandering around in the desert, and then it was time. It was time to go get their promised land, okay? And Moses, who's Moses? Nope, that's Jesus. I don't think Moses walked on water. He floated on water. You're right. You're right about that, yes. But Moses is their leader, right? Moses is their leader. Moses got up and made 5 big speeches, and that's what the whole book of Deuteronomy is. It's 5 speeches by Moses. But I want to read you just one snippet of what Moses said. And we already read this once, so you guys just follow along, okay? You guys ready? Follow along. Listen, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone, and you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. And you must commit yourselves wholeheartedly to these commands that I am giving you today. Repeat them again and again to your children. Talk about them when you are at home and when you are on the road, when you are going to bed, and when you are getting up. So how often are you supposed to repeat God's commands and God's words? All the time, right? Over and over and over again. And then he goes on, he says, tie them to your hands, wear them on your foreheads as reminders, write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. So do you think God wants them to remember his commands? He wants them to remember. Why is this so important? Why is it so important? Any of you guys forget something? I forget things all the time. Ask my wife. You guys forget things? Do you need to be reminded of things? Yeah, it's part of who we are as humans, and so therefore we have to keep reminding ourselves and remembering all that God said and all that God did. Otherwise, we will forget, and then we will be bad leaders and lead people in the wrong direction. Right? So it's really, really important to keep repeating all of these things. And I don't know about you, but I sometimes like my forgetfulness. There are some things in my life that I would like to forget, but there are some really good things that God gave us that we need to make sure that we remember. And so therefore, we need to make sure that we are doing something every day to remember what God has taught us and what he has told us. All right, we're going to finish with a song, and this is a song called I Belong to Jesus. And it includes a little bit of yelling, okay? So I'll tell you guys when to yell. But let's finish out today, and let's stand and let's sing this song together.